Welcome to day 12 of the In Her Image podcast, where we are exploring the character traits of the Proverbs 31 woman. Today, we're diving into a verse that speaks to the power of wise investments and stewardship. We'll explore how the Proverbs 31 woman demonstrates foresight, intentionality, and the importance of thinking beyond immediate rewards. This is a key principle that can shape not just our financial decisions, but also how we invest our time, energy, and relationships for long-term growth and impact. Let's jump into Proverbs 31:16, where it reads, "She considers a field and buys it. Out of her earnings, she plants a vineyard." Let's unpack how her careful, thoughtful investments reflect her wisdom and foresight, and how we can apply this mindset to our own lives. In this verse, the Proverbs 31 woman shows us the power of making intentional, wise investments. She doesn't rush into decisions, but takes the time to consider a field before buying it. This illustrates a principle of discernment and patience. Once she purchases the land, she doesn't stop there. She invests further by planting a vineyard, knowing that it will yield long-term benefits. This verse encourages us to approach our choices in life with the same level of care. She demonstrates that true stewardship involves more than just meeting immediate needs. It requires a long-term vision, thoughtful planning, and a commitment to making choices that will pay off in the future. The woman's decision to plant a vineyard after buying the land symbolizes how wise investments create long-lasting impact, whether in finance, relationships, or personal growth. In today's world, where quick fixes and instant gratification are often sought, this verse challenges us to slow down and think carefully about how we invest our resources. Whether it's our money, time, or energy, every decision we make has an impact on our future. Are we making choices today that align with our long-term goals and values? The Proverbs 31 woman shows us that investing in what truly matters pays dividends that go far beyond short-term satisfaction. The focus isn't on immediate reward, but on building something meaningful and lasting. By investing thoughtfully, we are not only securing our future, but also leaving a legacy that will continue to grow, just as her vineyard would flourish over time. When we reflect God's role as creator, we see that he is the ultimate example of wise stewardship and investment. From the beginning, God demonstrated foresight and intentionality in his creation. He didn't create the world with a rushed or haphazard approach. Everything was designed with purpose, to flourish and grow over time. Each part of creation was made to fulfill a greater purpose, contributing to a bigger picture that would extend beyond the present moment. As women made in God's image, we are called to reflect the same care and intentionality in how we steward our resources. Just as God invested in the world, nurturing and cultivating life, we are called to invest in the areas of our lives that will bring long-term value, whether it's in our personal growth, relationships, or service to others. This requires patience, commitment, and a willingness to think beyond what we see in the moment. To live in her image is to mirror God's nature by making thoughtful, deliberate investments in our lives. When we invest wisely and with purpose, we reflect God's character as creator, showing that we value the gifts he has given us and are committed to using them for his glory and for the well-being of those around us. By practicing wise stewardship, we not only build a better future for ourselves, but also contribute to a world that reflects God's goodness, wisdom, and purpose. Today's reflection question is, what areas in your life could benefit from more thoughtful investment? Today, take a moment to reflect on where you can make wise investments in your own life. Whether it's in your personal development, nurturing relationships, or financial planning, think about one area where you can make a conscious choice to invest for the future. Maybe it's dedicating time to learn a new skill, strengthening a friendship, or saving for a long-term goal. Whatever it is, commit to taking action today that aligns with your values and will yield long-term benefits. Your investment doesn't have to be big, but it should be purposeful. Thank you for joining me on day 12 of the In Her Image podcast. I hope today's devotional has inspired you to approach your decisions with more intention and foresight, just like the Proverbs 31 woman. Remember, every choice you make today has the potential to create a lasting impact on the future. So let's be mindful of how we invest our time, resources, and energy. If you've enjoyed today's devotional, I'd love for you to share it with a friend who could benefit from this message. And don't forget to subscribe and like the podcast so you never miss an episode as we continue this journey through Proverbs 31. And lastly, I'd love to hear how you're applying all these insights to your life. So make sure to connect with me on social media or leave a comment below. I'll see you tomorrow.